The following was recorded on what felt like a winter's morning, even though it's still technically spring here. I hate winter mornings. Events occur in real time. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing 24 Live Another Day, aka Season 9. So in Live Another Day, James Heller, who is now the current President of the United States, is in London signing a peace treaty with the British Prime Minister Alistair Davies, unaware that Margot Al-Harazi is planning to assassinate him. And with this season being set 4 years after Season 8, Jack Bauer, who is now a federal fugitive, so happens to be in London as he is pursuing the whereabouts of Chloe, who is connected to a hacker group, believing they may be able to assist him in preventing Heller from being assassinated. So this 12-episode miniseries was meant to serve as more or less a definitive conclusion to 24. Did it succeed? Well, it depends on who you ask, really. You know, don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed this season, but I still feel that Jack Bauer needs genuine closure to his story. So let's get into it. So first of all, I really enjoyed the London setting. You know, there's just so many great attractions when you think of London, such as the Big Ben, the London Eye, and so on. Plus, this season feels like it's set in a modern world. You know, there's a scene that involves anti-drone protesters, and protests pretty much dominated the past decade. The 12-episode format for this season enhances the overall urgency, and to accommodate for the 24-hour time span, a time jump occurs within the finale. So there's quite a bit to talk about when it comes to the characters, but I'm going to keep things fairly simple. So let's start off with Chloe O'Brien. Chloe is now situated in London and is working with a hacker group known as Open Cell, which is devoted to exposing government secrets. It makes sense for her to be a part of something like this given everything she had been through in the show's original run. Her new appearance is kind of divisive among fans from what I recall, but honestly, I really dug it. It felt like they were going for a girl with the dragon tattoo kind of thing, and I don't know, I think it suited her. And I really enjoyed her scenes with Jack. Her friendship with Jack Bauer is something that just kind of grew naturally throughout the series. The leader of Open Cell is Adrian Cross, played by Michael Wincott, who you might recognize as Gary Sinise from the Alex Cross movie Along Came a Spider. Audrey Raines, the daughter of James Heller, is back and is also in London. Wait a minute, now I see why Jack's in London. Alistair Davies, the British Prime Minister, is played by Stephen Fry, and don't worry, he's no Boris Johnson. I forgot to mention this, but instead of the CTU or even the FBI, for this season we have the CIA. One of the agents is Kate Morgan, played by Yvonne Strahovski, who you might remember as Hannah from the Showtime series Dexter. She is forced to resign after her husband has been prosecuted for allegedly selling confidential information to the Chinese, but is reinstated when the CIA begin tracking Jack Bauer. Benjamin Bratt plays Steve Navarro, the CIA Chief of Staff, and even Gibenga Akinagbe, who you might recognize as Chris Partlow from The Wire, also plays a CIA operative named Eric Ritter. Plus, John Boyega, who we all know as Finn from the Star Wars sequel trilogy, appears in a few episodes as First Lieutenant Chris Tanner. The main antagonist is Margot Al-Harazi, played by Michelle Fairley, who everybody knows as Catelyn Stark from Game of Thrones. Margot is a designated terrorist whose husband, Mohammed Al-Harazi, was killed by James Heller's forces, and so she plans to get her revenge by assassinating James Heller. This season has some of the best action in the entire series. My favorite sequence comprises of a car chase where Jack is fleeing from a bunch of oncoming drones. And then you have the finale. Now, the finale did a great job in mixing frenetic action sequences with slow emotional moments. However, there is one issue I have with it that I will get to in a bit. And on a side note, if you want to know what happened to Tony Almeida after the events of Season 7, there's a short film on YouTube called 24 Solitary that provides closure. Now, the first issue I have is that various plot points do feel recycled. We have another peace treaty to be signed, we have another presidential assassination attempt, we have another terrorist attack, we have another override device, we have yet another traitor or mole among the good guys, we have another attempt at starting a war between two countries. And the other thing is the way that this season ends the show. As an ending to this season, it's quite effective for the most part, but as a series finale, yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of mixed on that. I mean, all these years later, it seems like the fans want closure for Jack Bauer, and even Kiefer Sutherland himself agrees that that's what the character needs, and that he's interested in reprising the role at some point in the future. Who knows, maybe one day we'll get another miniseries that serves as essentially season 10 of 24, and that's where we can get the closure we deserve. And closure that Jack Bauer deserves in particular. And with 24 being in the hands of Disney at the moment, who knows what could happen? Maybe they'll revive the series with a spin-off that focuses on new characters but is set in the same universe as the original series, and somewhere along the line, they could provide closure for Jack. So yeah, those are my thoughts on 24 Live Another Day. Next time we're going to be looking at the spin-off 24 Legacy. So look forward to that very soon. And yeah, thank you all for watching, guys. Please be sure to like the video, share and subscribe, ring the bell, take care, and I'll see you soon.